All right, let's talk about something that every single one of us deals with: stress. I mean, it pops up before a big test, in the middle of a tough conversation, even when you're excited about something. But here's the cool part: the more you understand it, the more you can actually master it. So let's dive in. Ever get that feeling, that little alarm in your head that just keeps going? It's that constant buzz, that feeling of being on high alert. Well, today, we're going to figure out exactly what that alarm is, why it's ringing, and most importantly, how to turn it off when you need a break.
Okay, so to get a handle on that alarm, we gotta break down what stress actually is. And forget all the complicated, sciencey definitions for a minute. At its heart, it's really simple. It's your brain's own personal alarm system.
So here's the deal: stress is just your body's natural way of responding to any kind of challenge or demand. The most important thing to get is that it's not automatically a bad thing. It's just a signal. It's an alarm designed to wake you up, get your attention, and get you ready for what's coming next. Okay, so if stress is the alarm going off, what's pushing the button? That's what we call a stressor. It's the trigger. And trust me, a stressor can be pretty much anything. You've got the usual suspects, right? A huge test coming up, trying out for the team, even just dealing with drama between friends. But here's the curveball that gets a lot of people: even good things can be stressors. Seriously, planning a party, getting ready for a vacation. The alarm doesn't care if it's good or bad, it just knows something big is going down. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Because here's the thing: not all stress is created equal. I find it really helpful to think of the different types like characters in a story, each with their own personality. So, let's meet them. First up, we've got acute stress. This is your in-the-moment stress. You know the feeling, right? The teacher suddenly calls on you in class. Bam! Your heart's pounding, your stomach does a flip, but then, as soon as it's over, poof, it's gone. It's a quick burst, and then it's out of there. Our next character, well, this one's a bit heavier. This is chronic stress. And unlike its fast-acting cousin, this one hangs around. It's that constant nagging pressure that's there day in, day out. Maybe it's struggling in a class all semester, or dealing with a tough situation at home that just doesn't go away. This is the kind that can really wear you down, so it's super important to recognize it. So yeah, you can see the difference clear as day. Acute stress is like a lightning strike. It hits hard and fast. But chronic stress, that's more like a heavy backpack you can never take off. It just keeps building. One's a sprint, the other is a marathon you didn't even know you were running. Okay, get ready for a plot twist. Let's meet the hero of our story: eustress. And yes, you heard that right, this is good stress. It's that butterflies in your stomach feeling before the big game or right before you go on stage. It's the kind of stress that actually gets you focused, energized, and ready to do your best. And of course, every hero needs a villain. Meet distress. Now this is probably what you think of when you hear the word stress. It's that crushing, everything is piling up at once feeling. It's when you feel so overwhelmed that it all just seems impossible. So here's the bottom line, right? Eustress feels like a fun challenge. It gets you going. Distress feels like a threat. It just drains you. Kind of wild, isn't it? Same basic system in your body, but with two totally opposite outcomes. So what is actually going on inside your body when that alarm starts blaring? You might be surprised. It's less like a system failure and more like your body hitting the power up button. The moment you face a stressor, your body releases a chemical called adrenaline. Honestly, you can just think of it like a real-life power-up from a video game. It's your body's built-in performance enhancer, designed to get you ready for action. And what does that power-up feel like? Well, your heart starts hammering away, pumping more oxygen to your muscles. You get this huge jolt of energy, and suddenly everything seems clearer, sharper, more in focus. It's literally your body saying, all right, game on, let's do this. Okay, so stress happens, adrenaline happens, that's a given. So the million-dollar question is, what do we do about it? How do we bounce back when we're feeling stretched to the limit? It all comes down to one amazing word: resilience. I absolutely love this analogy. Think about a rubber band. Resilience is your ability to get stretched and pulled by all of life's challenges and then just snap right back into shape without breaking. And the best part? It's not something you're just born with. It's a skill. You can train it and you can build it. All right, so let's get practical. If you want to build that resilience, you're going to need the right tools. So think of this next part as your own personal stress-busting toolkit.
So how do you actually do it? How do you build that bounce back ability? It all comes down to having some healthy coping skills ready to go in your back pocket.
Here are some of the absolute best tools for your kit. Some are quick fixes for right in the moment, like just taking a few slow, deep breaths to tell your brain's alarm system, hey, we're okay. Others are more like long-term strategies, like getting enough sleep so your battery is fully charged. The key is you don't have to do all of them. Just find what works for you. But listen, out of everything we've talked about, this one might be the biggest game changer. I really want this to stick with you. Reaching out to a friend, a parent, a teacher when you're overwhelmed, that is not weakness. That is strength, period. It's one of the bravest and most powerful moves you can make.
Okay, let's do a super quick recap of our whole adventure. The stressor is the challenge that sets things off. We've got different timings, acute for the short term, chronic for the long haul, and different feelings. Eustress, the good guy, versus distress, the bad guy. Adrenaline is your body's natural power-up, resilience is your superpower to bounce back, and your coping skills are your essential tools for the job.
So I'm going to leave you with this one final thought. The second you start to understand your stress, you start to master it. Because when you know what it is and why it's happening, it doesn't have power over you anymore. You're the one in the driver's seat. Never forget that. You are always stronger than your stress.